drive now. So I'll go and live now.
When the Manic Myth minions grabbed us, they also stole our spellbook so we couldn't fight back. Smart move, really. Otherwise, they'd have to deal with all this raw awesome. Or, rawsome, as I sometimes call myself. Anyways, I heard the Warhorns saying they buried our books somewhere around here. No idea where, but I have a plan. The gnarly thing is, though, I need a pet. They have the, Mucho Sensorinos, yo. You got a pet, right, my whiz? Want to send it out to search Cyclops Lane to find our buried spellbooks?
Oh, thank you! And see, it says right on the front, Maze Book, not labyrinths, no guarding necessary. Silly Warhorns.
you brought Achilles to heal doesn't matter. As long as my info...
He's right, you know. His thralls keep him tethered to the physical world. But if he lost them, he'd fade back to the Nexus. I'm telling you this because I never liked that bunny. I took Cyclops Lane as a distraction from Malister's plan. Whatever, we Cyclops are an honorable people, and I was honor-bound to Malister for saving my life from a rogue optometrist. Now, the Great One sees the Watching Eyes, our security system, turning them into Hypno-Eyes to lull all the minions on. Even now, these crystal balls maintain his bewitching gaze. Destroy them, and his influence over this street will dissipate.
This isn't the end of me, Wizard. I'll be back. Ours will be our...
He probably won't return, and his thralls should slowly return to normal. I vow I will honor my word and restore order to this street.
Before the Cyclops went mad, there was going to be a Then Fair. You know, everyone in fancy dress pretending to live in the past. That's what these tents were for, but I guess where everything went off the rails. Then Fair is one of my all-time favorite events of the year. Can you convince some merchants in the shopping district it's safe to return? Ask Victor Darkwood about costumes, Lloyd Fallingwater about stands, and Pierre Gallantmain about prizes.
The trolls and warhorns seem more docile now. I take it that means we were successful in defeating General Achilles?
More like this wizard was successful, bro. Doesn't look like you moved an inch since you got us captured.
Not our success to Professor Drake as such.
Whatever you say, Nolan. Wizard, you should head back to Sergeant Muldoon in Old Town and tell him Cyclops Lane is under control.
General Achilles is backing down? Good. Then maybe he can do the job he promised to do and maintain order on Cyclops Lane. Though it may take a while with all the creatures roaming around there now. Good work all the same, wizard.
Welcome to Darkwood's Apparel Barrel, where... Oh, it's you. Did Cyrus complain about his laundry? Figures. You want me to provide costumes for the Then Fair, huh? Well, I do enjoy making those old-timey clothes. Nice change of pace. But I heard about all the problems on Cyclops. Oh, you handled it. Well, look at you. Sure then, I'll make them then costumes.
Welcome, customers, to Do or DIY, where your home is your castle if you build it yourself. Ah, the Then Fair is back on? Great! I'll start chopping the wood and forging the nails I'll need to build the merchant stands post-haste. Buy something and then quickly depart my presence. The Then Fair? That silly little harlequin. Alas. If you wish prizes for the Then Fair, recover those rings and take them to the girl who sent you.
At last you have come! Any longer and I may have perished under the weight of this disrespect. You see, my friend, I have been burgled. A priceless family heirloom was stolen by my most archest of nemesis, my evil twin brother, Roberto. He's wanted. I tried to confront the fiend, but he secured himself behind a wooden skeleton lock. A powerful ward I thought only a legend, until now. I'm certain there's a way to unlock the bony barrier, but I'm too busy training new students in the combative arts to do the research myself. However, I did hear there's a new assistant in the library whose focus is in the skeleton locks and keys. Could I impose upon you to consult him? What are you waiting for? Enter the gate! Welcome, my friend, to the dueling arena! You wish to learn more of the art of dueling, no? Outstanding! Approach the puppet, and we shall begin your lesson. Let us begin by explaining power points. You may call them pips for short. Power points are magical energy. Gaining pips allows you to cast more powerful spells. Every round, you will receive another pip. You can see the number of pips each participant has by looking at the circle around their feet. Nearly every card has a pip cost. It is the number in the upper left-hand corner, yes? You can only cast a spell if you have enough pips to do so. Let us start with one spell with a pip cost of 2. But you only have 1 pip, so you cannot cast this turn. You will have to pass. You can also use a 0-rank spell if you want to save up power pips. Good! You have passed and gained another pip. With 2 pips, you can now cast the troll spell. Ah, but look! You have drawn another card. Tough. This is an enchantment card. Enchantment cards can be used to improve the other cards in your hand. Let me show you. Click on the top, and now click on the troll. Look what has happened. The card has been enchanted to do more damage. Now it is a treasure card. Unused treasure cards go back into your deck at the end of the duel. Now since you have 2 pips, you can cast the troll at the puppet. Now you are back to 1 pip, yes? Let us give you another hand. With only 1 pip, you cannot cast any of these 3rd-rank spells. You will need to pass for 2 rounds. But wait! There's another way. Let me show you. I've given you a power pip, see? At the beginning of each round, you will have a chance to get a power pip instead of a normal pip. Power pips count double, but only for spells in your class. Now you have 1 pip and 1 power pip. That means you can cast any 2nd-rank spell that you wish. Or you can use a 3rd-rank spell in your School of Focus. 1 point for the pip, plus 2 points for the power pip. See? The card for your school is now available to you. Cast it at the puppet now. Outstanding! Now let us look at another type of spell card. A ward can be used to protect you against future attacks. This is a fire ward. When you cast it on someone, it will hang in front of them waiting to be activated. The next incoming fire spell will trigger it. Let me show you. Cast this fire ward upon yourself. Very good! See how this fire ward hangs near your feet? Watch how it can protect you. You see? The fire ward has activated and helps you resist most of the damage from this attack. Let's try one more hanging spell. This one is called Ice Blade. Cast it on yourself and see what happens. Charms are the opposite of wards. Wards affect spells that other people cast on you. Charms affect spells that you cast on other people. Cast this frost beetle at the puppet. Let's see how the charm works. You see? Your ice beetle has triggered the ice charm. Now the ice beetle is more powerful. Now let us cover one more type of hanging effect. The aura spells. Aura spells affect the target over multiple rounds of combat. For example, the Fire Elf spell will cost 240 points of fire damage, spread over 3 rounds. Let's see how it works. Cast a Fire Elf at the puppet. Good! Now watch what happens next round. And again. Excellent! You have defeated him and completed your lesson. I hope you have found our lesson to be most helpful. Good luck, my friend, and see you soon.
Can I help you? Diego the Duel Master seeks information about a wooden skeleton lock. Why, that happens to be... Skeleton locks are enchanted... But...
You found your first skeleton key. These enchanted keys unlock powerfully warded doors, behind which you'll discover great rewards. Different types of skeleton keys will open different kinds of locks, so pay attention. And each skeleton key can only be used once. Remember that great reward is often won only through great risk, so be wary of the monsters you discover behind locked doors.
Whoa there, chum. Stop a second and introduce yourself. Me? I'm Boris Tallstaff, ace reporter at the Ravenwood Student Gazette. I make the noise, I rattle the cages, I ask the tough questions, like, what's the deal with magic? Where did it come from? How did we learn it? We need to ask these questions, and, if there's time, answer them. But how? Books, huh? You know, you might be onto something there, but all the best history books were stolen by ghosts looking for the order of something. If you happen to find any of these books, bring them back my way, kid. I'll condense them into one crackerjack article on the history of magic.
This quest has multiple simultaneous objectives. You can see them all by opening your quest log. Use these arrow keys to select the objective you wish to complete first, and the quest arrow will point you to it.
What did the librarian's assistant say? We need a wooden skeleton key? Of course! Curse this bad luck. What's that? The librarian's assistant gave you a wooden skeleton key? I knew you'd come through for me. That's why I hate to beg another favor of you. Will you duel Roberto and recover my precious heirloom? Let me explain. As much as I would love to battle my brother, honor forbids it. You see, Roberto and I both made an oath to our mother on her deathbed that we would never take up arms against family, so I cannot fight him. However, we also made an oath to our father on his deathbed that we never back down from a challenge, so I must fight him. You see my difficulty. Roberto stole the heirloom knowing I'd be unable to personally retaliate, but there is no dishonor if I send him. Especially not if that proxy is my most prized pupil who learned everything they know about dueling from me! Haha! Will you do it? Thank you, my friend. You can find Roberto in his hidden lair. I'll mark your map. You've lopped right into my trap, my foolish Wait, you are not my brother. Does that coward, Diego, send a child to fight his battles? So be it. Give the baby his toy back. I only stole it to irk him, but it's no fun if I don't get to see the look on his stupid fat. Besides, it clearly isn't lucky at all. Couldn't even help me defeat a lowly whelp like you. Just take that piece of junk and get out! Get out of here! You've returned with my great-grandsire lucky unicorn shoe. I know that scoundrel Roberto would be no match for my favorite pupil. It's a good thing the librarian's assistant that no one had ever heard of before literally had the key to solving these problems, no? Indeed. Just see, my friend, this unicorn shoe brings luck to everyone. Well, for everyone but Roberto, that is. Hey, thank you again!
What up, everyone? I hope everyone has a good night. Alright, I'm back at it. I got you ready for bed. I hope everyone has a great night. I will talk to everyone later.